Hello and welcome to this is Age of Sigmar Popular video with me, Mark, from the Xenoviz channel. So, is Age of Sigmar now popular? Or is it starting to get popular? Now, this is a question for you guys out there. I want to know a little bit more. Is it becoming popular? Is it a thing I should dabble in? Well, in my local area, I'm gonna say yes. Now, I've got some notes for this one, so it's a proper video and everything. So, I kind of ignored Age of Sigmar. It came out great. The box set seemed to do really well. The rules were free online, great. Ian and I did a couple of battles. I think one we filmed two battles and then didn't film the third one. We enjoyed them. The battles actually took about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes, which is great because our battle, and that's with filming, and our battles normally can take 3 hours with the filming, or an hour and a half, 2 hours without filming, depending on if we're just chilled out or if we're having to rush for time, that is. We enjoyed it. We weren't 100% into the fluff of fantasy, so that isn't an issue for us. The Tolkien-esque fantasy of like Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit I loved, so I got that. There was the old world. That was good, it was okay, it's something I'd known. And yeah, it came along and then we didn't do any more. It's just been kind of put away, shelved it. Literally, it's in some boxes in there, shelved. High Elves for me. I've got some Chaos. I won a box set from like a raffle kind of prize at my local store, Niche Comics in Huntingdon, and I won the Age of Sigmar box set. And now this box set was huge when it first came out. I remember the weekend, either the weekend it came out or the weekend after. Ian and I was at Warhammer World, and it was huge. Like, the popularity shot up. And then the feedback from the retailers was this. It just kind of went down. Because there was nothing afterwards. And Games Workshop made this statement again that they're just a model company. They're not a gaming and rules-based company. So they do some basic rules, 2 pages of rules. They put it in the White Dwarf. That's good. You've got your war scrolls online. So I've printed those out. Excellent. How do you create an army? Oh, it doesn't matter, you can just take what you have or what you want or make it narrative. There are some rules in there that if your opponent has more than you, you can have some special rules where you can win the game by this element or this element. Right, okay. Let's look at the war scrolls. 4+, 4+, 4+. Okay, that's a bit simplified, but what are the special rules? And then you look at some of them and it's a bit odd when it's like you have to pretend you have a mustache and do that, or bellow another saying out to get a special rule. Different, a little twist, a bit fun. Old players, they switched off. The story itself for them, just basically someone got a hammer, this is what they knew, smashed it, they went into different pieces. Bit of sci-fi string theory. There's different dimensions, and try to tie it in how you can battle each other. You have portals and stuff, and yeah. And then Age of Sigmar kind of just died out. Then the Generals Handbook came around, which was huge. The first big thing. I mean, the Age of Sigmar stuff came out. The models were okay. Chaos has kind of got some loving, and the Gash did. And they started to change the bases to circular bases. But the big thing was the Generals Handbook. Now this is a must, and if we get into Age of Sigmar a little bit more, which you'll find out by the end of this video, the Generals Handbook is a must. It basically gives you, it's a guide to how to create an army. And it's got some rules and stuff like that. But you can create an army now that's competitive. Now, that's huge. What it now means is you can make things for gamers. Now, Games Workshop tends to say they're a model company. Most of their customers, the majority of their customers in fact, buy the models. They don't do the battles and they don't play the games, they buy the models. Now, you don't know that, Games Workshop, unless you question every single person that purchases your models. I would probably say the majority of people that buy your models play it to game. You do have the best models out there in that setting of like 40k and part of your fantasy range, I would agree. But I think the majority of people that buy the models from Games Workshop as a company buy it to game, to go to tournaments, to enjoy with people, to friends, socialising. So you need rules. And this General Handbook allows you to create a tournament setting, both friendly and competitive. It allows you to battle your friends and not have to worry about them bringing 200 models and you've only can afford 10 or 20. With the Age of Sigmar stuff as well, you've got these box sets coming out. You've got the Sylvaneth stuff, Build a Sylvaneth army. That's about £50, and I think that's about a 1,000-point army, give or take a few points. Games Workshop have released, essentially re-releasing the Island of Blood set, and I've gone online today to check it out. It's literally the same models, just with circular bases. There'll be a few different missions and stuff. It's sold out. I've gone into the Sylvaneth section. The £50 Age of Sigmar Build a Sylvaneth army is there, but the £100 one's sold out. And so is the Sylvaneth Battle Tomb. Now, whether they're just going to focus on making that a small paperback one, or focus on making it one you have to download and do it that way, I don't know. But it would seem those two kind of products are sold out already, so there must be something that they're liking. And in a recent vlog, I think the Warhammer team stated that Sylvaneth are selling far greater amounts than they thought they were going to. It's exceeded all expectations. I mean, who doesn't like an army of Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy? And with the new trailer that came out, I mean, you're just going to want to do it. I mean, Age of Sigmar, I want to look from kind of the start. So you've got the Age of Sigmar Marines, I'm going to call them. I don't really like the models, and they're not for me. The Orcs, they've had some loving. I do like the models, but there's something slightly off. It's just a lot of mega knobs, essentially, to me. Who else has had loving from that? Chaos had a lot of love. Ogres recently have had some love. And the Sylvaneth have had some love. They look great. And with this Generals Handbook, it would allow me to start building and playing Sylvaneth. I'm guessing the what they're going to have to look at is the next army, where they see themselves in 6 to 12 months' time. If they're releasing this set for Skaven and High Elves, I can't see them going Elven or AELF, Elf. I can't see them changing that drastically, because then they've just shot themselves in the foot really releasing the Island of Blood set. So I think they're just kind of testing the water, maybe adding a few models here and there to the Age of Sigmar stuff as it goes along, just to kind of boost it up a little bit and mix it, like, you know, freshen it up. So is Age of Sigmar becoming popular? A few guys I've spoken to at different gaming groups, a couple of guys from the St. Neots group, a couple of guys in Huntingdon, a couple of guys that game in Cambridge, and Peterborough. I've kind of just, if I've gone to a Games Workshop, I've kind of tested the water. And when I go in the store or talk to these guys, 99% of them do 40k. But then they say if it's like a Saturday afternoon, they don't want to do competitive, they just want to have some fun, they'll play Age of Sigmar. And they'll really enjoy it, is what they're saying. They don't like the story, they don't like some of the models, and they wish there was more. Games Workshop would kind of say, right, we're going to have, next year we're going to go Elven, give them some loving, give the dwarves some loving, and then you can kind of see what's coming and not have to go to other companies like Mantic and to play your old fantasy models. You can see what's coming and kind of prepare and kind of things. So the feedback is, with the Generals Handbook, Age of Sigmar is fun, simple to play, which actually isn't such a negative when you've got so much to learn for 40k and other games. It's just nice to kind of allow yourself to know this model's good at close combat, it moves this amount, he does this in close combat, I roll my dice, oh it's a 4+ or a 3+, oh there's a rend, you tell your opponent, they will know what to do. It's nice, it's not overcomplicated, and it seems to look fun. So, I pose the question to you. Is Age of Sigmar becoming more popular in your area? Please comment in the comment section below, just to let me know. Is it something that people are starting to build on? Is it something they're excited about? Have they heard more people at their gaming communities doing it a little bit more? Because if that's the case, I'm starting to like the look of Sylvaneth a lot. And it could be a possibility for the channel. So, I'll look forward to reading your comments in the comment section below. I'm sorry this hasn't been a video in a while. The last few weeks has been manic work. As I say, me and Ian do this part-time, and the time that we do have, I've got 5 minutes, so I thought I'd do a video about that. I'm going to do another video soon, just announcing about a tournament me and Ian are doing. It's just Ian and I, it's our Christmas Cup, but we're going to be going to Warhammer World before Christmas, so look out for that one. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know about Age of Sigmar. Please comment, share, like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Goodbye.